So we having the before method, after method, before class, after class, before group, after group, before shoot, after shoot. So we will see, all the annotation, we will see where we can use this. Okay, so we having the at the rate test. What is the use of at the rate test? So whenever we execute testng class, testng always look for at the rate test annotation method to start the execution. In Java, JVM will look where is your main method. My voice is not audible, guys, or only you are others. Okay, continue. Okay, so now, so we having the at the rate test. Okay, so whenever we execute testng class, testng always look for at the rate test annotation. Like in main in Java class, we having the main method like that. Here we having the at the rate test and execution. In one test class having the multiple test methods. So I told you, right, in one class we can execute and we can create a multiple test cases allowed, but each method should have a at the rate test annotation. Okay, but you must having the at the rate test annotation before the method signature. Okay, so testng class and testng class name and method name should be in with test script as per the coding standard. Okay, so when manual test cases are there, and when you are developing your script by using the testng or at the rate test and creating a method, so that method name must be whatever the test case name is there in your Excel sheet, your manual test cases, then you have to write that. So at the rate test method is used to implement actual automation test case, and each annotation decided by the single test. Okay, so each annotation it will decide the. So we have another annotation called before method. Before method annotation will execute before executing the test. Okay, so before method will execute before executing at the rate test. After method will execute, sorry, after method annotation will execute after executing the test method. In order to insert similar pre and post condition for multiple test case, we go for before and after annotation method. Before method and after annotation method only for test configuration, which is not executed without test at the rate test. So if you are defining the before method and after method, you must having the one at the rate test, otherwise you will get error. So what is the syntax for that before and after method? So this is your like syntax, like before method, and when you are creating any annotation, you must having the at least one at the rate test, otherwise you will get error. Okay, so I'll show you this code, like we having the before method and after method, and I'll create one separate package. Okay, dot test ng practice. Okay, so here I will create one class. Class name you can write anything. So here I have written like okay, second test. Okay, so here okay, so I'm going to create a before method and after method. So we having the annotation called before method. Okay, so before method. So before method will execute as a method level. So I'll show you this all the things. Public void before config. Okay, then you can write like, sorry, just I'm giving the some statement here is so system.out.println. So this is your before configuration. Okay, and here I will write the test case. So when you are creating the any test case, so you having the annotation, Same like for everyone. If you have an annotation, then you have to create a one method, and that method is your public void only. Okay, non-static method. When you are creating a one test, then again we having the one method. Okay, so this is your test case tc 01. Okay, so this is the test case 1. What happened? Import this is the test case 1, and this is your test case 1. So this is your test case 1. I'm creating one more test. Okay, I'll create one more test here. So test case 1 and test case 2, and this is your test case 2, and we having the again after method. Okay, after method at the rate after method. So this is your after method, and just copy paste this. Then this is your before, after, and this is called your. Okay, so now this is your after method, right? So if you will execute this code, so first it will execute before method, then it will execute your test cases, then after method. Okay, first it will launch the application, right? Launch the browser, launch the application, then your test case will execute, then it will close the browser and close the application and close the browser, log out the application and close the browser, right? So if I will execute this, actually in my Eclipse I think some issue was there, some error is coming. I need to fix this, but the output is coming correct. You can see here, first it will execute what before configuration, then test case 1, and after after configuration. Before config, another test case executing, then test case 2, and this, like that, in which order it will execute. I'll give you the another example also, so you guys will get more clarity. So we having the one example for project and customer. Okay, so one example is having like project and customer. So here we will implement this code. So we having the class called project and customer. In the before method we are launch the browser and log in the app. Again, this is the I'm creating the customer and verifying the customer. Second test case is modifying the customer and verifying the customer, and inside this before method log out the application and close the browser. Okay, so you can implement like this dummy code, like product and customer. Okay, product and customer. Okay, so here what we can write here we can write before method public void config. Before before here you can write anything like, as per your coding standard, and when you are implementing this. So here what we have, we will write here we will write launch BROWS here browser and login application. So here it will happen here. This code I will implement inside this. Then we having the create a customer, right? So I'll just copy paste, okay, from here, and will modify this so it will save my time also. So here what we are going to do, here we are creating the customer, create customer. Okay, so create a customer and verify the customer. Create customer and verify. So this is the one test cases, and this is the another test cases. So another test cases means modify customer. Okay, so same thing I'm going to do here, uh, modify customer and verify. Okay, so these are the test cases. And one more guy got other offer letter. Wipro, which is should I select it? Okay, so this guy, I think last year they have switched, and again he got the another offer letter. Okay, so in Engineers Tech Hub, the people having the more experience and they are switching the company. So okay, so keep doing whatever I'm going to tell you, having the, you know, modify customer. Okay, so here we having the modify customer, then modify customer and verify customer. Okay, modify and verify customer. Then here we'll go for after method, after method and void after config, after config. So in after config, so here what we can do, here we can close browser. Sorry, first we have to log out the application, right? Log out app and close browser. Okay, okay, so now I will execute this code. You can see, and you can see the here, you know, I have shown you, right? So you can see launch browser and login application, modify, again log out the application, launch, another test cases is executed. You can see before executing test at that at the rate test, before executing at the rate test, it will execute launch, browser will launch and log in the application. Again browser will launch and log in the application. Got it, right? So this is, you know, how. So I will implement one code, whatever the dummy code we have done. So I'm going to implement one real code. Okay, so I'm going to verify Engineers Tech Hub. Okay, Tech Hub app. Okay, Engineers Tech Hub app. So here what I can do, just I will copy the this code. Okay, so I'm not going to where it does. Okay, so first I will launch the application. You can see, you know, here whatever you are learning, so same thing we will do for framework, but we are parallelly learning the part, you know, component and, you know, reusable method of the framework. So first in the before method, before method, public void, okay, public void and config before, before config. Okay, before config. Okay, so now, so here uh, go for engineers blog. Okay, so this is my blog. So here we will do some verification here. Okay, so this is the first test case. You know, first I will verify the title of the page. So this is the first test case. So I will verify the title of the page. So this is your first test case. So I'm going to just maximize this test. So what is the test case name? Public void verify title. Okay, and I'm just having the test case tc01. Okay, so now how to verify the title? So driver dot, sorry, so what I can do, the driver variable we will initialize as a class level, because I have to use for different test cases, right? I'm verifying the driver is initializing as a web driver. Okay, as a class level. So here driver dot we having the method called get title, right? So get title, and this is our a string str actual, right? So this is the actual value. I want to also, I want to also print this dot actual title. So what is your actual title here? Actual title we will print from UI page our application, then like this. Okay, so so now this is your, so now again actual, and here str expected str expected title equal to I'll copy this title. Okay, so I'm just considering this is Ingenious Tech Hub. So this is the same, whatever we have done, but here we are implementing with TestNG. So how to verify this? So we already know how to verify this. So actual dot equals, and this is your expected title. Okay, so well, we are verifying this. Okay, actually we will not verify like that. We having the assert. So this is, I will give you the message here. Title is match and test case is passed. Okay, so title is matched and test case is passed. Okay, and else here, this is your title is not matched and test case failed. So this is the one test cases and one validation I have done it. Okay, so now title is not matched and test case is failed. Okay, test case is failed. This is the one test case. Second test case, you have to verify this text. Okay, engineers take up text. So I'm implementing another test case. Okay, so here public void verify text. Okay, so this is our tc 02. Here we can write as per your manual test cases. Okay, just I am defining like that. I think something I have written wrong here. Only final, what is, oh, what I did know, I have defined inside this method. Okay, so method we cannot define inside this method. Okay, so this block is closed here, right? So here this is the, so here I am going to write the finding the element. So this is your element, you have to capture this element and you have to verify this Ingenious Tech Hub. Okay, so here so this is the text, right? So we can simply, I will use h1 contains, and this is your text. Okay, this is your text. I think I have something wrong here. Anything I did wrong? Contains text. Mm, let me copy this XPath, but it will also work for that XPath also. Okay, this one, but it is not highlighting. What is the problem? Let me try with this. This is the text only, right? So let me try this h1 contains contents. ए आई एम डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग, यही था ना इसका. This is the correct syntax I'm doing. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think we have missed previously something. So now I will capture this. Sorry. By dot xpath. Okay, xpath, and this is your get text. Get text, and it will return a string. It will return a string. A string actual str or actual text you can write, no issue. So now what is the expected string? Expected str. So here you have a expected str is this value, and title is also same. Okay, title is also same text you will get for the title. So I'm just copy pasting here also, and verifying again. We have actual and expected, so we'll verify str this and this. Okay, so here text, I will just change text is matched, text is matched, and text is matched. Okay, and match and test cases, no, it will not match and test case. This is the second test case. I am implementing another test case, so you have to verify this search button is there or not. Okay, so you can find this element first, search button. This search button is exist or not. So we have a title. Okay, so I will go here, input, and we having the title, and we can find this. Okay, but you can see we having the double title, so we having the two matching nodes. You can take the one bracket here like that, and you can see the node 1. So node 1 is highlighting this one, so this is your node 2. So this one is there, able to find this. So now what is the your second test case? Another test case is you are verifying the button is there or not. Okay, so test public void, and we having the verify search button. Okay, verifying search button, and here you remember how to, you have to validate this. So we will find the element first. Find elements y dot xpath. So here you can write the xpath, and what is the return type? Return type is your bev element ele, and here we having the method, right? If you remember, we having the method called is displayed. If this element is there, then it will return what? Boolean type. So boolean boolean uh, search button. Okay, so again this is like how to verify this. So this if else condition will return true false value, right? So if it is there, then value is true. So search button is exist present, and test case is passed. Search button is not present, so we have implemented 3 test cases. You can implement n number of test cases here. So this is the beauty of TestNG framework. And here again you have to, after method public void config before, config before, and here what else? So here what is this? mm, Application. So sorry, I'm not here, I'm just closing this, right? So driver dot close. Okay, so this all the things. So first what will happen, application will launch, right? Browser will launch, application will launch. Then this is our first test case, second test case, and third test case. So I'm going to execute three test cases here. Okay, so all the test case one by one it will execute. Okay, so let me, I think anything went wrong or what? What is the exception? Null pointer exception, no? Why it is coming null pointer exception? Oh, you know why it is coming null pointer exception? Because I have a two WebDriver. I have defined as a class level. So what will happen? This WebDriver is not pointing to in this block. This is the basics Java. Got it right? Got it right? So I have given this also. Remove this. Okay. Otherwise, this variable will not point for all the method you have defined here. And this is your non-static. So non-static member you can access inside this non-static directory, right? So now I'm going to execute this. Okay, you can see test is match another, executing another one. So before method will execute how many methods you have, right? So before method, so first before method will execute, then I think one test case is failing. No such element for what? Search. Okay, XPath is not working for this. Let me check why this is coming like that. I don't know. Okay, so why this is, oh, not this one. I did not copy this XPath properly, right? This is our x path, right? So we did not copy this x path, so that's why it is failed. Okay, so now I will execute again. So your pain of automation test engineer is execution. When you will execute, we having the only one test cases. In real time you having the 100 test cases and you have to execute at a time. Okay, so you have to do the more practice so then you can, enjoy in your company. Okay, so spend more time on your practice. Okay, so first test case, second test case, and another test case. Okay, so search button is present and another test case. You can see now all my test cases passed. Okay, you can see here all the test cases passed also. So you can also check here report, just refresh once. So this is the, this report actually in the real time we do not use this, but your knowledge purpose or some of the company they are using, but this is not much readable. So you can check the report also. Okay, you can see we having the three test cases is passed. Okay, so this verify button and all, and you will get here report. Okay, so you know how you can, but if you remember we having the also the helper class, right? So your first, why we create the helper class, so handler class. So I'm going to use, we have a two classes, handler, and I have made one more, helper. So let me, uh, I am using here handler for you guys. So extends handler. So again I will not write anything here, so I will comment this, and again I will not write anything here. So same thing we are doing in the real time. Okay, so handler launching the app. Okay, so we having the launch method. You should not write this line of the code because I have already this. Then I already made this method also reusable method. So simply I will comment this and we will use here handler, handler dot verify. I think this method is not there in this handler class. Okay, so let me, I will use here helper class. Okay, I'll send you this complete code today also. Okay, if we miss, so I will use your helper class. In helper class we have developed, but we did not copy this all code from this. So in helper class we have already method called verify title. We have developed, So here you have to pass the expected value. So what is your expected value here? Here you have to pass the expected value, and this is your expected title. Okay, so title, sorry, you have to pass here. That's it. We will not write this complete line of the code. If you remember, we have developed this method. So same thing we are doing here. You can see in this method is used to verify the title of the page. So we are validating the title of the page here. Okay, so you should not write this complete code, and we have already developed. So where it is, so now this is, and we have already method called how to verify the text also. Okay, so we have a method called how to verify the text. So we should not use this complete line of the code, because in the real time we are not doing the anything hard coded. I commented everything, so we are writing outside the method. Okay, so we are writing outside the method, so we have to, okay, so we will write inside this method. Okay, commented this, and or simply we can do here, we can write this here only. Okay, only one line of the code we are doing this. So same thing we will do in the real time, what where you will work. And this is the also the part of your framework. So verifying the title, in this test case what you are verifying the text, right? So we have already method called handler, sorry, helper dot verify text. You can see we have made the method. So you have to give the actual value and expected value. Here what we can, yeah, so x path you have to pass here. So this is our x path you have to pass here, a string. Okay, text of the x path, where you are capturing this, and here the expected a string you have to pass. If you already have done this practice, you guys are able to understand, otherwise you can go through that again. So I will not write complete code, only one line of the code we are able to validate this. Okay, so we also have this method. Okay, in our helper class this method is also there. So is displayed, helper dot helper dot is displayed, you can see is displayed, I think this, yeah, is verify is displayed. So here you have to pass this web element. So here you have to use this. Okay, sorry, let me, so here this ele element you have to use here, then only we are able to do. Okay, so now go through that implementation also, verify text, same thing we have done, but here what we are going to do, passing two parameter expected, same steps we have done, but we are not doing any hard coded thing. Here passing the xpath, and here also passing the expected value and verifying the text. Okay, and what else, this is your is displayed method. So is displayed also creating this same steps, ALE, and here we having the is display same steps, but here we are not going to do hard coded. Okay, so this is how, why we have developed this handler class. And we also have a method called helper dot close. So if you will use this also, no problem, but you can see now I'm going to execute this code. Oh, did I change this URL? Yeah, same URL is there. So let me execute this. Okay, it will work for the same, but in the real time we are not writing the complete code. So we have a framework, you have to understand the framework to start to work. Like a helper class, we having the many reusable method. So that method you have to use and you have to work on that. Okay. Okay, so we have this, all the, you can working, right? So actual, expected, and all these three test cases is passed. Okay, and you can go through this. So how you can work with this, how we work in the real time. This is the same thing we do in the real time also. Okay, so we'll go for what else pending. So you can add more test cases. I have added only few and simple test cases. You guys can go through the basic Selenium code and you can try to implement other test cases. One more annotation is there, that is called before class and after class. So it will execute only once. Okay, you can see before method it will execute each test cases, and you know three times it will execute three times. Three times before method execute test after method, again before method test after method, but before class will execute only one time. Why we will execute multiple time? Launching the browser multiple time, only one time is enough, right? So again it will take more time to execution, right? Got it, right? So it will execute only once in entire class execution. Before class annotation method will execute before executing the first annotation method in the class. After class annotation method will execute after executing the you know all the test method in the class. Before class and after class will be used for global configuration, like launch the browser, object instantiation, database connection, which will executed only once in the entire class execution. That's why you can see now in place of before method I will use here before class. Okay, I'm commenting this, and now I'm using the before class. Okay, before class, and I will use here after class. I will use here after class. Okay, so now if I will execute this code, okay, so you can see here. So now it was executing one by one. Now we are executing at a time and verifying all the things. So this is the difference between the before class and after class. So what you can do, you guys can do the practice for the same, and again I will send you this helper class code, complete code today. Okay, complete code I will send you. Okay, so now I'm going to stop your session, so you can just